Celebrities who might be reincarnated from history. 2. We're back again with another mind-blowing reincarnation reel, diving into the uncanny world of celebrities who look like they've time-traveled straight out of Seven. The history books. Get ready for more famous faces with historical twins you won't believe. Michael Phelps and Charles Lamb share more than just sharp features. Both have long, thoughtful faces with eyes that seem to hold stories beneath the surface. Lamb wrote with quiet depth. Phelps swims with unstoppable drive. One conquered the page, the other the pool, but both move with timeless grace. Matthew McConaughey and this Civil War soldier could be echoes of the same soul-rugged jawline, piercing gaze, and a calm, commanding presence. There's a weathered wisdom in both, like men who've seen more than they say. If time loops were real, McConaughey might have traded his Lincoln for a Union uniform. Trent Reznor and Napoleon Bonaparte share a striking intensity, same brooding eyes, sharp features, and a presence that feels both calculated and explosive. Both are masters of control in their domains, one with armies, the other with sound. It's as if power, precision, and rebellion found two very different but eerily connected outlets. Gustav Mahler and Stephen Colbert could be kindred spirits across centuries, same deep-set eyes, intellectual sharpness, and an aura of refined eccentricity. One conducted orchestras, the other commands laughter, but both orchestrate emotion with precision. Their expressions hint at brilliance wrapped in wit, tuned either for symphonies or satire. Chris Daughtry and Vin Diesel look like they were cut from the same tough guy template: bald heads, intense stares, and voices that carry gravel and grit. One rocks the stage, the other rules the road, but both own their spotlight with raw presence. If charisma had a muscle mass, these two would bench press it together. Ali MacGraw and Angie Harmon radiate classic elegance, striking dark eyes, sculpted cheekbones, and that effortlessly magnetic screen presence. They both carry a timeless beauty that feels equal parts Hollywood and heirloom. It's as if grace and strength found two perfect vessels, decades apart. Neil Diamond and Sam Donaldson share a bold, unmistakable look: thick brows, commanding eyes, and a voice spoken or sung that cuts through noise. There's an old-school gravitas in both, like men built for the spotlight and the soundbite. Whether delivering news or belting ballads, they hold the room without even trying. Daniel Day-Lewis and Jennifer Connelly have that rare, chiseled beauty: sharp cheekbones, soulful eyes, and a magnetic stillness that speaks volumes. They both radiate a quiet intensity, as if always on the edge of revealing something profound. It's not just resemblance, it's presence, wrapped in elegance and depth. Young Mark Twain and Ron Burgundy share a gloriously overconfident charm: thick mustaches, bold stares, and a flair for dramatic declarations. Twain spun satire from the pen. Burgundy delivers it straight from the news desk. Swap the quill for a mic, and it's hard to tell who's making history or just reading it. General George Patton and Donald Trump both exude bold bravado, commanding expressions, fierce conviction, and a flair for dominating every room they enter. Each known for speaking loudly and carrying a larger-than-life persona, they blur the line between leadership and showmanship. Whether on the battlefield or in the boardroom, subtlety was never part of the strategy. Rose Wilder-Lane and Maggie Gyllenhaal share a thoughtful elegance, deep, expressive eyes, and an introspective gaze that hints at untold stories. Both project quiet strength and intellectual fire, the kind that reshapes minds rather than rooms. It's as if conviction and creativity pass down through time in a single look. Ben Franklin and Billy Joel both carry that spark of inventive genius: twinkling eyes, rounded features, and a mischievous charm that hints at a mind always in motion. One lit up a revolution with ideas, the other lights up stages with songs. Different centuries, same electric energy. Caesar Augustus and Vladimir Putin share an unmistakable air of calculated control: cold, focused eyes, composed expressions, and an aura that demands attention without a word. Both ruled not just with power, but with precision, shaping empires through strategy and subtle dominance. Their faces read like statues, still, unreadable, and undeniably in command. This baby and Winston Churchill share an oddly similar scowl: pursed lips, furrowed brow, and the kind of face that already looks like it's seen too much nonsense. Both project a surprisingly serious energy, like they're about to deliver a historic speech or demand a nap. Give the baby a bowler hat and a cigar, and history might just repeat itself. This housewife and Leonardo DiCaprio could be long-lost relatives. Same sharp jawline, intense eyes, and that effortless movie star presence hiding in plain sight. There's a quiet confidence in both, like they know the camera loves them even when it's not rolling. Swap the apron for a tux, and it's red carpet ready. George Washington and Glenn Close share an unexpectedly presidential presence. Strong jaw, piercing eyes, and a look of unshakable resolve. Both command respect with quiet authority, whether leading a nation or stealing a scene. Give her a powdered wig, and you'd swear she signed the Constitution. The Quaker Oats guy and Jimmy Page share more than just flowing locks. Both have wise eyes, regal posture, and a timeless vibe that feels straight out of another era. One fed the body, the other fed the soul through music, but both became icons in their own right. Swap the Oats for a Les Paul, and you've got rock history with a colonial twist. Hugh Jackman and James Purefoy look like cinematic brothers from parallel plots, same smoldering gaze, sculpted jawlines, and that magnetic blend of charm and danger. Both can shift from noble hero to ruthless rogue with a single look. It's charisma in its purest form, sharp-suited, sharp-eyed, and impossible to ignore. This hobo and Robin Williams share a deeply human warmth kind, searching eyes, a weathered face full of stories, and a touch of mischief beneath the wear. There's a raw vulnerability in both, like they've felt every laugh and every tear. It's not just resemblance, it's soul showing through the skin. Helena Christensen and Cameron Diaz radiate that effortlessly cool, 90s supernova energy, sun-kissed skin, high cheekbones, and eyes that light up with playful confidence. Both balance glamour and girl-next-door ease like few can, turning heads with just a glance. It's as if charisma and coastal breeze were bottled in human form. Thandiwe Newton and Zoe Saldana could pass as cinematic twins, both with striking almond eyes, graceful poise, and a quiet power that commands every frame. They radiate elegance with an undercurrent of fire, seamlessly shifting between vulnerability and strength. It's like the screen bends around them, drawn to their gravity. Kyra Sedgwick and Julia Roberts share that unmistakable all-American charm, radiant smiles, expressive eyes, and a warmth that feels both familiar and magnetic. Both exude effortless confidence, the kind that makes every role feel real and every moment feel personal. Put them side by side, and it's like charisma cloned itself with two different laughs. Elizabeth Banks and Rachel McAdams could be sisters separated by script-sparkling eyes, luminous smiles, and that versatile charm that flips from fierce to funny in a heartbeat. They both radiate classic beauty with a modern edge, owning every scene with grace and wit. It's as if charisma got cast twice, and we're all better for it. Isla Fisher and Amy Adams are often mistaken for twins, and for good reason. Same radiant red hair, dazzling eyes, and a bubbly yet grounded charm that lights up the screen. They each bring warmth, wit, and a spark of mischief that makes you do a double take every time. It's not just resemblance, it's a full-on cinematic doppelganger moment. Jeremy Allen White and Gene Wilder share an electric unpredictability, wild, expressive eyes, untamed curls, and a vibe that feels both deeply emotional and a little unhinged. There's genius in the chaos, a nervous energy that draws you in and keeps you guessing. If eccentric brilliance could reincarnate, it might have traded a top hat for a chef's apron. Lake Bell and Amanda Peet look like two versions of the same effortlessly cool archetype: strong jawlines, piercing eyes, and a wry, magnetic presence that owns every room. Both exude a mix of smarts and sass, with a voice and stare that say, "I'm not here for nonsense." It's classic beauty, modern edge, and total screen command in stereo. Elaine Hendricks and Missy Pyle are like scene-stealing sisters, bold features, wickedly sharp timing, and a flair for playing the unforgettable. They both radiate a glamorous mischief, the kind that turns every role into a moment you can't ignore. If charisma had a mischievous twin setting, these two would be it. Jessica Chastain and Bryce Dallas Howard are practically cinematic twins, radiant red hair, porcelain skin, and eyes that hold both mystery and strength. Their elegance feels effortless, and their talent runs deep, often leaving audiences doing double takes. It's like Hollywood pressed copy-paste and added a touch of magic to both. Margot Robbie and Emma Mackey are mirror images with a twist, same striking bone structure, piercing gaze, and that cool, commanding screen presence. Whether in a period drama or a modern-day whirlwind, both captivate with effortless allure. It's like charisma cloned itself and walked onto two different sets. Timothée Chalamet and Natalia Dyer look like they stepped out of the same hauntingly beautiful indie film, all delicate features, soulful eyes, and that ethereal, almost otherworldly vibe. They both carry a quiet intensity, like old souls wrapped in youthful frames. It's less resemblance and more shared frequency, subtle, magnetic, and impossible to ignore. Woody Harrelson and Anna Gunn share a rugged elegance, strong jawlines, sharp eyes, and a presence that commands without shouting. Both bring a raw, no-nonsense energy to the screen, often walking the line between warmth and edge. It's a rare kind of gravitas that feels grounded, gritty, and totally compelling. Henry Cavill and Matt Bomer are practically sculpted from the same superhero mold: chiseled jaws, piercing blue eyes, and that timeless leading man charisma. They both exude polished charm with a quiet intensity, the kind that makes suits look like armor. If Hollywood ever needed a double dose of dashing, these two are it. Zach Braff and Dax Shepard look like two sides of the same lovable goofball coin: scruffy charm, expressive eyes, and a knack for blending comedy with sincerity. They've both mastered the art of the underdog hero, stumbling through chaos with heart and humor. If you mix sarcasm, soul, and a little bit of chaos, you'd get this perfectly mismatched match. Robert Pine and his son Chris Pine are a masterclass in Hollywood genetics: same piercing blue eyes, strong jawlines, and that effortlessly charismatic aura. You can see the legacy passed down in every smile and smolder. It's not just family resemblance, it's a generational glow-up. Nicolas Cage and his son Weston share more than just a last name. Both have intense stares, dramatic features, and a presence that practically demands a spotlight. Where Nicolas channels wild-eyed mystery, Weston brings a darker, rock and roll edge. It's like the Cage legacy split into two genres: cult classic and gothic epic. Travis Fimmel and Charlie Hunnam could easily be Viking brothers from different battlegrounds. Same rugged good looks, piercing blue eyes, and that magnetic blend of grit and grace. They carry a wild intensity, balanced by a surprising softness just beneath the surface. Put them side by side, and it's hard to tell if you're watching Sons of Anarchy or Vikings. Willem Dafoe and Frances McDormand share a raw, fearless intensity, expressive, lived-in faces and eyes that seem to burn straight through the screen. Both are masters of the unpredictable, shifting from calm to chaos with just a glance. It's not about looks alone, it's the same rare fire that makes their performances unforgettable. Millie Bobby Brown and Natalie Portman share a striking, almost generational elegance, poised expressions, deep, intelligent eyes, and a maturity beyond their years. Both radiate quiet strength, able to anchor emotional depth with just a glance. It's as if fierce talent, grace, and timeless beauty hit copy-paste across 2 decades. Ellen DeGeneres and Edie Falco share a striking resemblance: sharp blue eyes, strong facial structure, and an understated charm that feels both approachable and grounded. They each radiate a calm confidence, whether delivering a punchline or a powerful monologue. It's a blend of warmth and strength that captivates without trying too hard. Barbara Morey, Megan Fox, and Hilary Swank may come from different corners of the screen, but they share striking features and intense presence. Barbara and Megan radiate sultry magnetism, all piercing eyes and sculpted elegance, while Hilary brings a grounded strength that balances the trio. Together, they represent 3 shades of fierce, fiery, mysterious, and unshakably powerful. Keira Knightley and Natalie Portman are the ultimate celebrity doppelgangers: same delicate bone structure, expressive eyes, and that regal, timeless beauty. Both bring elegance and depth to every role, effortlessly blending strength with vulnerability. It's no wonder they once played doubles; they're cinematic reflections of each other. Sarah Bolger and Natalie Dormer share a captivating, almost ethereal elegance: porcelain skin, sharp cheekbones, and eyes that seem to hold secrets from centuries past. Both possess a quiet intensity, often playing roles with layered strength and subtle rebellion. It's like they stepped out of the same royal portrait, just with different crowns. Hilary Swank and Jennifer Garner share a strong, athletic grace-defined jawlines, warm eyes, and an approachable beauty that feels both powerful and genuine. They radiate resilience, often portraying characters with grit, heart, and quiet determination. It's less about glamour and more about grit, real-world heroines with Hollywood shine. Clea Duvall and Josh Hartnett share a moody, brooding allure: deep-set eyes, strong brows, and that quiet intensity that pulls you in without a word. They both exude a 2000s indie film mystique, the kind that feels equally at home in a slow-burn drama or a thriller. It's a vibe that says less flash, more feeling, and they wear it well. Naomi Watts and Diane Kruger radiate a refined, timeless beauty, luminous skin, elegant bone structure, and eyes that can shift from icy to vulnerable in a heartbeat. Both bring an air of sophistication to their roles, blending classic Hollywood grace with modern emotional depth. It's like watching two different versions of the same cinematic muse, poised, powerful, and unforgettable. Rachel Weisz and Juliette Binoche share a rich, soulful elegance, expressive eyes, soft yet commanding presence, and a depth that lingers long after the scene ends. Both exude an old-world charm mixed with emotional intelligence, effortlessly carrying complex characters. They're not just actresses, they're storytellers, wrapped in grace and quiet fire. Oliver Jackson Cohen and Jake Gyllenhaal could easily be mistaken for cinematic cousins, same intense gaze, angular features, and that blend of brooding charm and emotional complexity. Both bring a quiet magnetism to the screen, drawing you in with performances that simmer beneath the surface. It's like vulnerability and mystery were cast in the same mold, just with different accents. Sophie Marceau and Dakota Johnson share a cool, understated allure, soft-spoken yet magnetic, with expressive eyes and an effortless sensuality that draws you in. They both carry a quiet confidence, able to command a scene with just a glance or a half smile. It's a kind of elegance that doesn't try too hard, it just is. Sissy Spacek and Amy Adams share a delicate, ethereal quality porcelain skin, soulful eyes, and an emotional depth that runs just beneath their gentle presence. Both can shift from vulnerability to fierce resilience in a heartbeat, making every performance quietly unforgettable. It's a timeless kind of grace, soft-spoken, yet powerfully felt. Caitlyn Jenner and Cindy Crawford share a statuesque elegance, strong jawlines, high cheekbones, and a poised confidence that turns heads with ease. Both exude a classic glamour rooted in strength, with a presence that feels equally at home on a runway or in a spotlight. It's beauty with backbone, graceful, bold, and unmistakably iconic. Helen Hunt and Lele Sobieski could pass as mother and daughter, same crystal-clear eyes, defined bone structure, and a calm, thoughtful intensity. They both radiate an understated beauty, the kind that feels authentic and quietly commanding. It's as if grace and intelligence were passed down through cinematic DNA. Julia Roberts and Steven Tyler may seem worlds apart, but their wide, charismatic smiles and bold, expressive features say otherwise. Both have an electric presence, one lights up the screen, the other the stage, but each leaves a lasting impression that's hard to forget. It's a wild blend of rock star energy and superstar charm wrapped in unmistakable flair. Amy Poehler and Beverly D'Angelo share a cheeky, magnetic charm, bright eyes, playful smiles, and that irresistible mix of wit and warmth. Both bring a spark to every scene, effortlessly blending humor with heart in a way that feels both smart and relatable. It's like comedic timing runs in their bone structure, sharp, expressive, and always one beat ahead. Parker Posey and Elizabeth Banks both radiate sharp wit and stylish confidence, bold eyes, mischievous smiles, and a screen presence that's equal parts quirky and commanding. They shine brightest when mixing brains with edge, often stealing scenes with just a glance or a perfectly timed line. It's like charisma, comedy, and cool collided and split into two unforgettable forces. Ryan Gosling and David Arquette share a surprising resemblance, soulful eyes, soft smirks, and that offbeat charm that feels both laid-back and magnetic. While Gosling leans into brooding cool and Arquette into quirky energy, they both carry an unexpected depth beneath the surface. It's like two versions of the same charisma, one in a leather jacket, the other with a wink. Tilda Swinton and Conan O'Brien share an otherworldly presence, tall, striking, and unmistakably unique with their fiery red hair and razor-sharp features. Both radiate a brilliant, eccentric energy that blurs the line between surreal and sophisticated. It's like elegance met absurdity, and the result was pure, unforgettable charisma. Courtney Cox and Demi Moore embody a sleek, timeless beauty, sharp cheekbones, piercing eyes, and an effortlessly cool confidence. Both have navigated decades in the spotlight with poise, power, and just the right touch of mystery. It's not just resemblance, it's enduring star power wrapped in dark-haired allure. Katy Perry and Zooey Deschanel are practically pop culture twins, bright blue eyes, jet black hair, and a quirky charm that makes them instantly magnetic. Both blend vintage flair with modern confidence, whether they're belting out hits or stealing scenes. It's like retro glam met indie sparkle, and the resemblance is almost too good to be true. Logan Marshall Green and Tom Hardy look so alike. They've sparked double-take debates for years. Same rugged jawlines, intense eyes, and that brooding bad boy charisma. Both command the screen with raw energy, shifting seamlessly from emotionally complex to physically fierce. It's not just a resemblance, it's a full-on action star clone scenario. Chelsea Handler and Elizabeth Banks share a sharp blonde brilliance, expressive eyes, bold humor, and a confident edge that makes every word land with punch. Both exude fearless charisma, whether delivering biting comedy or stealing a scene with sass and style. It's like wit, glamour, and a take-no-prisoners attitude rolled into two powerhouse personalities. Chad Smith and Will Ferrell are legendary lookalikes, same wild eyes, matching jawlines, and that mischievous grin that screams chaos incoming. Whether it's behind a drum kit or in front of a camera, they bring loud energy and unforgettable presence. It's less who's who and more who's funnier with a cowbell. Bryce Dallas Howard and Jessica Chastain are so similar, they've become the ultimate Hollywood doppelganger duo. Fiery red hair, porcelain skin, and those soulful, expressive eyes. Both exude elegance and emotional depth, bringing strength and vulnerability in perfect balance. It's like cinematic déjà vu, two powerhouses, one unforgettable face. Ashley Greene and Coco Rocha share a striking, sculptural beauty, high cheekbones, intense gazes, and a runway-ready elegance that feels both modern and timeless. Whether it's on screen or in high fashion, they command attention with a quiet, magnetic power. It's like grace and edge met in perfect symmetry. Christy Turlington and Jessica Biel radiate natural, athletic elegance, strong jawlines, glowing skin, and a grounded beauty that feels effortlessly confident. Both balance poise with strength, blending supermodel grace with girl-next-door relatability. It's the kind of classic beauty that never tries too hard because it doesn't have to. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau and Josh Holloway could be long-lost brothers in a high-stakes drama. Golden locks, smoldering eyes, and that irresistible mix of charm and danger. Both bring rugged masculinity and sly charisma to their roles, always with a glint of mischief. It's like someone cloned the perfect roguish hero and gave us two versions to fall for. Jane Levy and Emma Stone are red-haired reflections of each other, sparkling eyes, playful smiles, and a magnetic blend of wit and warmth. They both radiate that quirky, cool charm, effortlessly shifting between heartfelt and hilarious. It's like Hollywood hit copy-paste on charisma and gave us two scene-stealing stars. Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood are fantasy franchise twins, striking blue eyes, youthful faces, and that mix of innocence and intensity that made them perfect for iconic roles. Both carry a quiet depth, often playing characters burdened by destiny but driven by heart. It's like the Wizard and the Hobbit were cast from the same magical mold. Hilary Swank and Jennifer Garner share a strong, all-American grace, athletic builds, warm eyes, and a down-to-earth presence that feels both powerful and approachable. They shine in roles that blend vulnerability with resilience, bringing real emotion to every scene. It's as if strength and sincerity teamed up, and Hollywood got two versions of the same inspiring force. Ed Skrein and Nicholas Hoult look like two sleek sides of the same coin, sharp jawlines, striking eyes, and a cool intensity that simmers just beneath the surface. Both bring a polished, magnetic presence whether they're playing rebels, villains, or leading men. It's like charm, edge, and elegance decided to split in two and take over the screen. Salma Hayek and Penelope Cruz are the embodiment of fiery elegance, smoldering eyes, radiant complexions, and a magnetic beauty that transcends borders. Both exude passion and power on screen, blending sensuality with emotional depth in every role. It's like cinematic magic runs through their veins, bold, timeless, and utterly captivating. Matt Damon bears an uncanny resemblance to Soviet fighter pilot Ivan Nikitovich Kozydub, the square jaw, focused gaze, and heroic poise so alike. It's as if the silver screen and the skies once shared the same soul. Andrew Garfield or Leon Trotsky. With those sharp eyes, defined features, and quietly intense intellect, it's hard to tell if he's swinging through Manhattan or planning a revolution in Petrograd. No wonder Stephen Fry portrayed Oscar Wilde with his towering presence, expressive wit, and that unmistakable air of literary mischief. It's less casting and more reincarnation. Maggie Gyllenhaal, as Rose Wilder Lane, feels less like casting and more like destiny both radiate fierce intelligence, quiet defiance, and a timeless grace that commands attention without ever raising a voice. Conan O'Brien and Civil War figure Marshall Twitchell could be twins across time. The fiery hair, elongated face, and that unmistakable mix of sharp wit and commanding presence make the resemblance downright eerie.